Well, it really is exciting for us in the Willmar Public Schools to have this Hall of Fame actually come to fruition. We're always looking for those hallmarks of pride, so to speak, in our school system, and this is certainly one of them, and it's just a pleasure meeting the people that really have quite a legacy of excellence in a number of arenas. As I looked over your bio, certainly you were very talented in many areas. Why don't you review for our audience the areas that you actually participated in? Which sports?
Well, I can tell you that the older I get, the better I was. So by now, I'm really good now. So let me just say that. I had an opportunity to participate in volleyball, basketball, and track, and had tremendous role models. And Carol Morsetter was the best if I ever needed any. And I never had her as a coach, but I had her PE teacher, and it's wonderful to see her still here. Hard to believe she's still here, but glad that she's still here. But I was fortunate to play in good teams, had great coaches, and one of the best teammates was I have a twin sister, Barb, who was on our basketball team and a track teammate of mine. So, and it was nice to be here today and still feel the same pride in the school today that there was back in 1981 and certainly before that. And it's been a good day, and certainly behind all of us that have pictures on the wall and the plaque, there are people that have supported us, and we appreciate the people that have worked, I'm sure, long, hard hours to pull this off and get it started, and certainly pride to be in the first class.
Well, that is just very well said, and obviously along with all of your other talents, modesty would be one of the characteristics that comes to mind as well. I noticed that you were a state champion in track. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was a state champion in discus, and Carol and I were just talking about this earlier today, and I threw the discus, qualified, and if you know anything about throwing the discus, you get 3 preliminary throws, and I scratched on the first 2. I stepped out of bounds in the ring, and then I threw it out of bounds, and I just actually took off on a sprint and to go get the second one that I'd thrown so poorly, and was mad. I was embarrassed. I thought I'd wasted my coach's time, Wayne Lensmeyer, my parents' time, and everyone that was so excited for me. So then I got back, and I think I was so angry I threw it 128 feet or something. I don't know that I'd ever even thrown it that far. And then that throw, the one throw, held through all of the final rounds, and I ended up winning on one throw, and kind of ironic that my first 2 were so bad, and then I actually ended up throwing it pretty well on the third one, probably out of embarrassment that I was so pitiful the first 2. So,
well, what a thrill that had to have been. And certainly your career has been really pervaded by lots of thrills, and now you are out on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about your current coaching position.
I am the head coach at Virginia Tech. I'm starting, hard to believe, my 6th year. I was an assistant there for 7 years. Actually, out of graduate school in 1988, I was hired as an assistant, and then a 2-year stint at the University of Iowa as an assistant in 95 and 97. Then I was hired at Virginia Tech, and it's a great situation for me. Tremendous support, tremendous from our administration, the president. I've got great kids in our program, a fantastic staff. We're in the Big East Conference, and the Cornerstone. We've had fantastic academic reputation and something to recruit young women to. So I've got a wonderful opportunity. The worst part is it's 23 hours from home, and my parents know that because they've driven it and certainly fly most of the time. But yeah, I'm very lucky. My whole family's fantastic. They're very mobile. I come back here to Willmar every year in June, and so I'm very lucky. It beats working for a living, I always joke. It is. It's a wonderful opportunity for me.
Well, it is always a bonus when you can just absolutely love what it is you're doing for a career.
Right.
What is sort of the latest and hottest issue and trend when it comes to coaching athletics and basketball at the collegiate level?
I think for all of us, the balance of academics and athletics, and the newness on our side is the WNBA and a professional. I can honestly tell you, never did I think in my lifetime would I hear a young lady ask me, well, how many players do you have that play professionally? That's a new question that we've had the last 3 years. And that's exciting. It's a tremendous opportunity for young women that want to play past college. But we're fortunate right now that it's not, the average salary is $35,000, and it's a 3-month season. So young women still understand that going to college and playing is still a means to an end. And it's a fantastic opportunity and full scholarships, and we travel abroad and play and take great trips and have tremendous financial support. But to the core, we understand why we're there and the opportunity, the obligation that I have to take care of our kids and make sure they graduate. And certainly our goal is to win a national championship, but never at the expense of the type of people that we have in our program, and the quality students and then certainly the athletes. And it's a wonder to have the opportunity to have an impact on a young woman's life. And and we get the cream of the crop and get to, you know, hand pick is a wonderful thing, and certainly relationships and people in coaching and in the school and in your players for the rest of your lifetime. So it's a fantastic opportunity for myself.
Well, certainly the enthusiasm for what it is that you do is very, very evident. They're fortunate to have you at Virginia Tech. We wish you well in your endeavors there, and again are so happy that you could be here and allow us to really celebrate all the successes that you had in Willmar.